Okay, we are live. We are live. The market is green today, up 200 points. There's a couple FDA catalysts I need you guys to pay attention on that I'm going to put in the chat. I'm going to give you guys my source when it comes to the information, when it comes to the FDA catalysts and biotech stocks that everybody need to pay attention on. We also have another update when it comes to net savings link, ticker NSAV. But I'm going to let everything fully come in. For the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please share. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. But we have scenarios where we have a lot of short selling that can potentially happen when it comes to mortgage stocks. Because if we're going to have a situation of just kicking the bucket down the road when it comes to moratoriums, people in this channel needs to understand what bear put spreads, but that's for a different video. But I'm just throwing that term out there for you guys to be well hedged when it comes to betting against the market. Bear put spreads, debit, and also credit spreads as well. So people should understand those terms, research it, study around, and also expand your knowledge when it comes to using the FDA catalyst, since Healthcare Bull is ticker CURE. Ticker CURE. So we got earnings reports that are coming up that's going to be vital for the markets. You got Apple that's still holding its weight, being strong. Always get Apple as something to stabilize your portfolio, something that that doesn't have a lot of volatility, not any type of extreme type of situations where it goes completely south very quickly. But there's always some good pockets of things to study when it comes to trading. So always look for either scenarios of low float stocks with good due diligence, with good catalysts coming up in a hot sector. I think, my opinion, next year in 2022, 3D printing stocks is going to be the biggest boom, due to the fact that home properties are extremely expensive and building materials has become extremely expensive to the point where now economic barometers is stating that new alternatives is pretty much an open way in order for really the builders to be able to win. So at the end of the day, my job is to get everybody prepared when it comes to the 3D printing stocks, and also to ride the wave of the home builder supplies. Because if everything's expensive, you should always benefit from the aspect of nail. So that's ticker NAIL. NAIL. We're going to look at that right now. Well, first, we got to also do reviews on a lot of the plays that I mentioned. LGBS in the previous one, INCC, INCT, NSAV. That's the longer term play. That's literally something where it's pennies that already have the Wall Street Journal hitting it at $22 to $25 a share, due to the fact that it's going to be a lot of volume, and it's also a crypto coin on CoinMarketCap as well, ranked in the top 100. So it has a lot of volume, it has a lot of eyes. So that's NSAV. Always make sure that you have at least a good, strong awareness of what that is, due to the fact that everybody wants to get involved with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is definitely the key of the whole cryptocurrency exchange. But NSAV is something where you could be able to take advantage of the fact that their exchange, they can make money off the fees and transactions. So Bitcoin can be up, down, sideways. There's still going to be day-to-day transactions. There's still going to be multiple volumes of currency being transacted. So they make money off of it, off of just them being the company. So everybody should always have a good understanding of lithium when it comes to the Elon Musk play, because with situations with lithium, there are a lot of plays when it comes from graphite, and a lot of the technologies that blockchain utilizes does make everything good for data storage. So blockchain technology, NFTs, digital finance, where you have digital lending coins, where people that need loans, when it comes to their crypto holdings, which there's new billionaires and multi-billionaires when it comes to blockchain and Bitcoin world. So this whole digital stage is just a fast forward economy. The fast forward economy, that's a term that everybody in this channel should always research. The fast forward economy. And people should also look at what the Asian markets are doing as well, because the Asian markets is literally in a bear market when it comes to this crackdowns, but everything is going to be extremely cheap once it does recover from its bear market. So this is an open panel. This is an open panel. Feel free to join in. I definitely respect everybody that are new on the channel. I definitely love and respect everybody that shows nothing but encouraging words and also informative information. Because at the end of the day, people should more or less focus on a strategy than a forecast, because people that do forecasts doesn't give you a well-trained or well-coordinated strategy when it comes to at least the term of income protection. Because in the previous video, we mentioned about how a lot of corporations and high net worth individuals have insurance policies when it comes to their income and their value. Now, when it comes to stock trading in a simple term, I got everybody pretty much understanding the 3x bull and the 3x bear, so they can be able to leverage their money and hedge their portfolio. But bear put spreads and bear puts is something that you can be able to profit off of a downturn of a stock, of selling high and buying back low and borrowing shares. Now you got a lot of naked shorting when it comes to the OTC markets, and naked shorting is definitely something that is deemed to be very shady, because they're borrowing stuff out of just thin air instead of actually having shares to borrow or making sure that the broker have shares to borrow. That's the whole thing when it comes to options and having short sales or betting against a stock. But, a lot of the times they get hit when it comes to short squeezes, and certain short squeezes is something that people should always look and research by understanding the term of short interest percentage. So a short interest percentage, anything that's above a ratio of 25 to 40% or 50%, that the stock is being heavily shorted. And when the people got to cover their short, meaning they got to cover their position at a certain date, that's why you should always focus on the date, always focus on the chart lines, and also get yourself prepared on when it comes to having inverse ETFs in a good timing position. Now, certain things that even if a recession does hit, that I still think that it's going to go down but still hold and maintain its support, would be the healthcare niche, and probably would be the aerospace defense contract niche as well. But for all the people that's coming in, it's an open panel. Open panel, feel free to join and click on the link. Or anybody that's new, click on the link, click on the link, click on the link. Open panel, anybody that wants to call in, they can be able to call in. But like I was mentioning about the economic parameters that people should pay attention, it should be the home builders. So we're going to look at ticketer Nail. So let me do this real quick. Nail. So NAIL. Nail is up today. Took a dip, but it rose back up. So I'm going to show my screen. For all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please like the video. Okay. 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 Trying to learn. No questions as yet. Okay, no problem. No problem. Respect to you. If you want to come up on the panel, click on the link. It's an open panel. I can answer your questions at real time. At real time. So respect to you that's coming in and all the people that is tuning in. I'm gonna show ticketer NAIL. But if anybody needs my email, creditbuilder475 at gmail.com. Creditbuilder475 at gmail.com. And we can be able to get you the free stocks list. If anybody needs my email when it comes to any direct 24/7 consultation, direct coaching, there's my email. But let me share my screen and we will look at the home builder. So this benefits from real estate prices being astronomically high. So let me do this real quick. And you should always rebalance your portfolio when it comes to the 3X. Okay, this is direction. Okay. So the direction on this, that's the 5 days. The past 1 month up 11%. So $10 increase on this in the past month. So that's why people should always rebalance from a day-to-day standpoint, where if you made some money from that day, you sell, you get in at the dip, or what you do is you look at a term of RSI. So RSI is relative strength index to see if it's overbought, oversold, and a volume standpoint. As you can see, that's the 6 months since February pre-stimulus to the stimulus run. That is an 80% increase from February 24th, 2021 to May 10th of 2021. And ever since then, people should always focus on bear puts, because people that had bear put sold high, bought in low, made money off the increase, did another bear put, they made money off of it crashing again, another bear put of it crashing again. So you can ride the waves when it comes to this. You can buy a whole share of this and also have bear puts and also have a call option when need be. But still, you always have to be able to make sure you profit off of the downturn with running up a big wave, which, as you see, since July 19th to August 5th, it's up 30%. So that's a $20 increase from July 19th. And I've been talking about this stock for a quite a while, for the past month. Direction, Daily Home Builder, and Supplies 3X Bull. So all the properties that's getting astronomically high. And also on this channel, we do go over real estate analysis. We do analyze people's markets. But that is the home builders. So that's how you can profit off of real estate properties being astronomically high, and an aspect of how you can be able to have a bear put situation on scenarios of selling. So that's why people should always focus on the volume, momentum trading, and look at tools that are like a short algorithm, short algo trading tools, meaning that you can be able to have indicators that say that we are waiting for a sell signal, where something that has a big run up. We're talking about stocks that have a ginormous run up, where you can be able to short it, because stocks that have a big run up that already blew up, people that short it makes a lot of money. So that's why people should study on the aspect of how to ride a bull when you can, and how to make money off of a bear put. But the bear puts and the credit and debit spreads, those are definitely advanced type of situations, because you're dealing with options. You're dealing with literally derivatives and chart timing and chart patterns. Because really, to be honest, just study charts, study patterns, look at RSI, look at the indicators, and also use specific tools. When it comes to Market Chameleon, Market Chameleon is a website that we mention all the time when it comes to option trading scanning. Be a good scanner. Respect to you, Mr. Adam Williams. Respect to you. But if anybody wants to come up on the panel, please feel free to come up. I'd rather you come up so you can ask your direct questions. We got a schizophrenic drug that's already FDA approved on one of it, and it's about to have another situation that's coming through. So it's ALKS. ALKS. So we're going to do that right now. But the home builder situation, that's ticketed NAIL. And always remember, guys, rebalance your portfolio so you make sure you can protect your profits. You can make sure that your equity is strong, and also to be able to make sure that you can buy the dips, and also make sure that you study enough to understand what is a bear put so you can profit off of the stock going down and make money with double the leverage with having profits of the stock going down to buy the dip at literally basement floor type of prices or a basement floor chart pattern. So that's ticker ALKS. We're going to look at so ALKS. Schizophrenic drug, and also it has an opioid treatment drug, ALKS. So the name of the company is Alkermes PLC. And I'll also give you guys my source as well. But I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to be able to look at this situation because it's money to be made, because it has a big run up since April, had a monster June, consolidated and run up again. So it showed support. So people that have TradingView, that's another tool y'all guys need to research, is tradingview.com. For all the people that's coming in, it's an open panel. So ALKS, Alkermes PLC, is a situation where it's a buy the dip opportunity now, but you can see the trend of this stock company. Hold on. Let me share. Let me make sure I fully share my screen. So that's the 1 day. Supposed to give you the chart trend. It's not letting me click on the 5 day. So let me do this again. Okay. That's the 5 day. That's trend. So let's do this again. That's the 5 day. That's the 1 month. People should also study on call options, because something like this will be a strong call option. The funny part about it is you can make money off of it, the price just going up slightly of $28. If this thing goes up $28 on a call option, or somebody scalping, or just getting that price action targeting correct and down pat, they can be able to make some good day-to-day profits off of this, especially from this chart, because they don't even have to buy the full share specifically by alone. They can buy the shares and also have some call options, some bear puts on certain situations when they do go down, because you can go wide on your call option, meaning 1 year, or you can be able to do a scenario where you can do a very, how can I say, day trading-esque type of in and out trading, in and out, 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 buy, in, enter, then sell, entry, then a bear put situation. You can be able to make money both sides of the coin. And that's what hedging is. Just strongly making sure that you understand your strategy, understand that these stocks do have catalysts. So I'm going to give you guys my source. So I'm going to give you guys my source. For all the people that's coming in, please like the video. So that's ALKS. So that has a schizophrenic drug that one of it's actually FDA approved. So it's actually a verifiable company, something that does have more catalysts coming up on the way. So ALKS is a scenario where it's been up and it has a strong uptrend since April. It's a good call option. It can be a good bear put. It can be a scenario where you can just swing trade it without doing the options. But the options is something for you guys to study on. When the markets do crash, you can be able to use the 3x bear positions, make money off of the 3x leverage bear, have your treasury bonds, have your gold ETFs 3x, and also have your junior miners as well, because the junior miners, the gold miners is winning. Rare earth materials in general is winning, and also have a lot of future stuff. So this infrastructure bill, like I keep telling you guys about all March, April long, is pretty much going to be a very profitable scenario when it comes to at least understanding the metrics of what is being funded, what's being set aside, and what stocks that you can buy into, so you make sure you can solidify yourself in profit on. But we talk about Quantum Battery Corp on this channel. So it's literally near the Tesla plant in Nevada. And everybody knows Elon needs lithium and lithium needs Elon. So duh, people should always make sure you set aside some monies and you look at it as an investment, not as a flipping situation. You take it as an investment due to the fact that if, you get ready, you get all in position when the aspect of Elon using government funds from tax credits and also incentives for his company to be funded when it comes from more vehicles being deployed. Plus, he got the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is something that's supposed to be very well praised and highly touted. I think the Dogecoin situation is something where if you do got Doge still cool, but there's still better, bigger plays, in my opinion. Because Doge has the, how can I say, the awareness. You got like 100 million people that knows what it is. But if there's no activity and there's activity elsewhere, you're missing out on a lot of gains that you could have taken advantage on. Because the Doge situation, people can say it's an investment. People can consider it as an investment. But if Elon isn't pumping it up, where either he's not putting in $1 billion like he did with Bitcoin and actually having it fully market to everybody globally, then I can say it can be at the $5 range. It can be at the $10 range. Then that's where people that did hold on is looking like geniuses. AMC stock comes to that scenario. People should always look at the aspect of the short interest and when do they have to cover. Because when it comes to the aspect of finding short squeezes, gamma squeezes, or any type of big movement where a stock goes from $7 to $20, you need to be on point when it comes to a scenario of when do they have to cover, how much short interest it is, that they're heavily shorting it to the point where they got to eventually come back up. Because, things that's heavily shorted can be easily hit when it comes to somebody having a group of people with hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in and just buying into Doge and it just blowing up back again. But, people should be more diversified, be more spread out. So you don't miss the opportunity of Doge when it does go back up. But you always need to look around when it comes to a lot of other plays, because the plays that I tell people has a lot of strong type of, how can I put it, strong type of upside. Doge has been stuck at 20 cents for weeks now. Yeah, and people that bought it in 80 cents, I did not recommend that at 80 cents. I always tell you guys to buy the dip, but you don't want a dollar cost average on a dying stock. That's like, or a dying crypto, a dying stock. That's literally like a falling knife. That's why I tell you guys on this channel, Mr. Adams, or Mr. Williams, that literally the atom bomb of everything that you want to go down has to be you understanding how to bet against a stock, how to use a short interest chart, how to be able to find short squeezes, and also how to be able to find stocks that has big run-ups or cryptos that has big run-ups, and try to find a way how to short it, how to put a bear put so you can be able to profit off it going down. Because see, it was at 80 cents. If it had the ability to be shorted, people that sold high and bought in low to 20 cents has made a winning killing. They made more money than anything. They made more money than people that thought it was going to go to $5, $10. But even with then, I told people all the time, you always do your fixed dollar cost averaging. You never go fully in. Because with Doge, they didn't have any catalysts. It's not like Doge is being accepted in Tesla. It's not like you can buy a Tesla with Doge. Then that's really where it can justify it being at $5 to $10 if a scenario like that was to happen in the near future or the distant future. But for anybody that's coming in, please like the video, and also please come up on the panel. Come up on the panel, man. This is an open panel. If you have any questions, feel free to join in on the panel. Okay, Adrian Renee, what are your key fundamentals you look at before buying a stock? Real deal. Well, when you look at the fundamentals of a stock, you look at the aspect of, one, its income levels. Do they have a clean balance sheet? Do they have a good estimates of connections and partnerships when it comes to mergers and acquisitions? Like when it comes to the OTC plays, I look for mergers and acquisitions. Do they have a strong leadership team? So when it comes to fundamentals, you can look at the finances, you can look at the books, but you also look at the LinkedIn profiles, and you also look at their Twitter situations. Because a lot of CEOs, when it comes to companies, are very active on Twitter because they notice that Elon has success of pretty much dominating the Twitter in a very how can I say, very influential way. So the fundamentals, one, I look at the balance sheet. Two, is it pink current if it's an OTC situation? Three, does it even have a merger acquisition partnership? Four, is the partnerships and mergers is in a solid industry where government funding is being set aside. So when it comes to fundamental analysis off of news fundamentals, so you got technical fundamentals, like technical analysis, like on the 11-hour stream that we pretty much did. And Adrian, I don't know if you either booked a consultation with me or you got my email, but I think I sent you about 4 to 5 free stock lists. I tell everybody all the time, you get free stock lists so you don't have to spend money with me to make money with me. But if anybody wants a 24/7 access, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. You get the free stocks list and the free credit lenders list. So you pretty much get those scenarios lined up when it comes to me. But to fully answer the question, the key fundamentals would be mergers, acquisitions, look at the balance sheet and the earnings per share. If they have a share buyback that actually boosts the earnings per share, stock buybacks actually makes the stock go up very big. So, and also the fundamentals, you do the FDA catalyst calendar. FDA catalyst calendar is a scenario where you would go on the website of fdacatalyst.com and you would be able to see what phase the drug is in. You could be able to do your research, you could be able to do your Googles, or you can be able to hashtag the stock on Twitter to be able to get any type of news when it comes to a specific ticketer, and you use benzinga.com. So that's BENZINGA. That will help you on the fundamentals of the news. So you would do with a strategy that you guys need to Google and research would be tape ticker trading, tape ticker trading, meaning that you're pretty much scanning and screening all over the news, all over the internet, no matter if it's Twitter, no matter if it's StockTwits, Discord, OTC markets, Yahoo Finance. You got to pretty much do that, because whoever that got the information first pretty much wins. The first valid information wins. So that's the news fundamentals. That's my key news fundamentals. That's something that all the situations and stock plays that's been running up, like CYBL, I knew the fact that they have government contracts from the U.S. National Guard and the U.S. Army. And when it came to DARE, D-A-R-E, I scanned and screened that to found out the news that they are planning to get a $50 million grant, and they got the $50 million grant with $11 million up front. And they'll get another phase of the money in draws, so they will be able to get it once the operations is fully operating and they show and prove their weight. So that's that fundamental aspect that I look at when it comes to a lot of stocks, when it comes to the news. Because technical analysis, you got to be screening on multiple stocks, and you got to look at a lot of charts. Does the number of employees matter with investments? No. Employees do matter, but once again, that's not something you should intentionally look at. You should look at the mergers and acquisitions, because they can buy a company and they will use that company that they bought's employees, operating systems, managers, KPIs, everything that's pretty much in-house with that. That's why you buy a business. That's why mergers and acquisitions, the whole concept of a merger and acquisition is to pretty much leverage the in-house stuff. And if you're going to be a corporate raider where you're going to bust up a company, where you're going to get the employees that aren't working at a optimal, optimal space, or optimal, optimal time manner or time frame, then yes, that's where cutting the employees, gutting the employees, and that's where employees do matter. But you look at the industries that they're in, like you got companies that are in solar tech. You got a lot of people that are merging when it comes to companies that have government official connections. So that's why you look at the connections. You look at the connections and you look at who they're connected with, because RTX and Civic Core has been one of my biggest plays, because those two companies are connected with the administration that's currently in the White House. So that's why you do the scanning and screening. LinkedIn, that's why you figure out who these people with, who are they connected with, who are they affiliated with. Robinhood app became IPO this week and started at 33. I told you on the last video that it's not going to be under $50 no more. So let's look at Robinhood. I told you guys in the previous video that Robinhood is not going to be under $50 no more. People that are not paying attention, that don't understand the volume that Robinhood brings, is pretty much missing out, and it's sad, because they should be paying attention on it. Because people ask me all the time, do you trade these stocks in Robinhood? No. But I'll invest in the stock, yes. I'll invest in the stock in a heartbeat. I would buy more and more of it before it hits $400, because it can be $400, $250, like Coinbase. So all the people that put $350 in when it was at $33, they could potentially get $2,500 on every $300 that they put in. But Net Savings Link got the bigger upside, because if you put $300 on Net Savings Link, you're going to get $70,000 back. I went over this with my clients as well, that Net Savings Link is going to make everybody into thousandaires, if not millionaires, if they set aside enough money before it has that gigantic run up. So ticker Hood. So people should just understand what is the news of Robinhood, what's the volume on it. Look at tradingview.com. You study this religiously. So Robinhood pretty much dipped off. So it was at $70. So I told people I told Alonzo on the previous channel. So let me share my screen. Told people, man. I told people based off of the volume, look at the trading volume on stocks like these. See, in the past few days, from the 25th to now, 102%. Past 5 days, I told you guys it was around the $50 mark. When I told you guys yesterday, either yesterday or the day before, no, it was the day before that I told you guys, I said it's not going to be under 50 for no longer. And was I right or was I right? So people that have call options on this, they're winning. People that have bear put spreads, so just in case when it do take a dip or a slight crash, they could profit, use those proceeds to buy more Robinhood stock. So you're replenishing and reinvesting. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. My email is creditbuilder475@gmail.com. You get 24/7 access to me. Plus, I help people when it comes to being a credit coach and credit repair. And we'll get you contact with my man, Mark Anderson. So if you're a person that wants to be in real estate, he can be able to help you when it comes to the lending aspect of him being a loan officer. I can repair your credit, or we can be able to have the aspect of doing whatever you just want to do and just start very slowly. But yes, you can be one of my clients. And my email is creditbuilder475@gmail.com to book a consultation. You can get the free stocks list just in case if you're a person that, well, let me just see what he's about. Cool. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. You get your free stocks list and also your secret lenders list. Secret lenders list and underwritings list of who to go to. So yes, you can be one of my clients. And with being my client, it's a one-time payment for 24/7 access. For a limited time only, you can be able to get 20 free stocks lists. So that means you're getting infrastructure stocks, lithium stocks, graphite, Biden plays, getting any type of plays that benefits from EVs, electric vehicles, cylinders of the weed industries. Like you got New York. Next year, they're going to legalize it. That's going to be a big run up when it comes to weed stocks that's in that East Coast area of New York, New Jersey. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. No problem. So whenever you're ready, man, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. So creditbuilder475@gmail.com. But for all the people that do want to come up on the panel, man, this is open panel. Open panel. Open panel. So I told you guys about Robinhood 2-3 days ago when I was up on here. Told you that it wasn't going to be that price for too long, man. The stock volume is too strong, man. People that are novice when it comes to trading go on to Robinhood. And as you can see, since the time that I told you guys from when it was at $43, $39, it ran up to $70. And I tell you guys all the time, you don't put in $300 and $400 in that stock off of the aspect of right away. You always gracefully put yourself in it. You do make some set asides on a budget. You do make sure your budgeting is very clear on standard. But let's see Robinhood one more time, because I told you guys about this 3 days ago. You can see the previous videos. I told you guys that it wasn't going to be at that price for too long due to the fact of it being so widely known and famous. So in the past 5 days, up 71%. So that's a $25 increase per share. So each share that you bought had a $25 increase. As you can see, was from 34 to 35, 35 to 43. Then it did a big 43 run up. Like it literally consolidated sideways. So don't never get discouraged when if you look at a chart very widely where you see either a middle dip, because you always buy the dips, because if you're a person that understand bear put, you can be able to make money off of that 14% decline off of a 10%, no, not 10%, but $10 dip, 14% decrease. Buy the dip plus double your leverage off of using the proceeds of you shorting a stock or betting against it to be able to put the monies up for a run up. So if this thing becomes $300, then please tell everybody, tell your friends, tell the person that you know, tell your best friend that Real Deal Financial can be able to get you guys off of something that is just off of just sheer strategy. Because people can say, well, a whole bunch of people say invest in Robinhood, but a lot of people ain't telling you how to make money off of the strategy of a bear put strategy. Bear puts, y'all, study them, research them. You study them before you even invest in options, to be honest. So, okay. So, can you turn on your camera, Mr. Flynn? I'm just going to call you Mr. Flynn. So I know it's not a troll, because I have trolls that be copying everybody's profiles. Okay. Okay. You can turn off your camera, big homie. Respect to you. Respect to you. Yes, sir.
What's going on?
What's going on, sir?
Thanks much. I'm just here trying to learn. I don't really too much get into, the stocks and stuff like that, but I definitely do want to.
No problem. No problem. No problem. But like I was telling everybody, the last time that I was live 2 or 3 days ago, but people can see the previous lives. But I told people about Robinhood is not going to be under $50 for so long, man. It's going to be literally at the end of the year, if it goes up to 250, 220. Like I said, man, I tell everybody, man, always make sure that you set aside $40 to $50 a week when it comes to certain small cap plays, something like Robinhood, $100 a month, $100 every 2 months, depending on people's budgets. But still, no matter if you got a big budget, a small budget, or a big ass budget, just make sure that you do set aside fixed dollar cost average. And if somebody did have $2,000 to invest in the market, you may only use $400 on that just to be able to get involved. But that $2,000 that you put set aside into the markets is literally the in-house money. That's something that you use to be able to make sure that you can be able to get the gains, get in, get out, or just focusing on strategies like a lot of the plays like NSAV. Let me show my screen. I told people about this when it was like under a penny. Now it's literally multi pennies. That's going to be $22 to $25 based on the Wall Street Journal's projection, because it's second behind Coinbase when it comes to cryptocurrency exchange. So you're going to have hundreds upon hundreds of millions of people that say Coinbase is at 250. Nas, Kevin Durant, they cashed out hundreds of millions. Nas is rapping about it every song that you hear him in about Coinbase. But the people that don't want to invest in Coinbase at 250, so I'm going to share my screen. We're gonna look at Coinbase. Then we're gonna look at the stock that's pretty much getting all the juice and buzz as second behind Coinbase. So Coinbase is at 254. Coinbase is up 4% today. It's at $254 a share, and that's what Robinhood can easily do. Robinhood can easily be at 254. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. 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 254. Chart is looking beautiful. People that do call options, they made their money today. Matter of fact, they did more than just made their money that day. They made, like, somebody that made a $500 to $2,000 call option today probably got around $4,500 to $5,000 in their trading account.
Wow.
So people that look at Coinbase, it's expensive as hell. But people that are not trying to pay $254 for Coinbase, they're going to go to NSAV, and I'm gonna share that with you as well. So people that booked the consultation with me, they already made their big monies when it comes to this. This is something that was literally 0.004. So it was under a penny. It was half a penny. Now it's at 12 cents. So you can see the news catalyst is Net Savings Link stock worth to buy on Thursday. So August 9th is the launch of their exchange. So it says here, NSAV announces it's on target to become the second U.S. publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange, entering in a $2 trillion market. It plans to go public on August 9th. NSAV stock jumps 21% after acquiring. So they acquired another company. So when it comes to this situation, the only thing you need to understand is mergers, acquisitions, share buybacks. Those terms, those are where the stocks blow up the biggest. Because I found this off of me researching off of mergers 2 or 3 months ago. And people that booked the consultation, they got it when it was at 0.004. Channel. Like, the Ghost Watch on my channel, they probably got into like 2%. It's projected to be at $20 Net Savings Link stock search is 21% after the last trading session. It's not it's about one to profit from the fast. Rising because job for everybody wants to run up. So this is the link to the source, a public traded company to own its cryptocurrency exchange behind Coinbase. This is the article. So it acquired Virtual Broker, a Swiss cryptocurrency trading platform. And everybody knows Swiss banks have the best laws when it comes to taxes. So people should do the research because it's and Virtual Broker as well. But this company acquired it, the bank. Now it transitioned to cryptocurrency exchange. It did all its paperwork, it trained all its paperwork necessary. So the stock actually has a real business, a real authentic business. Hold on, let me refresh. Hold on. Hold on, let me refresh. I think I'm working. Hold on. Working. Okay, now I'm back. I was borging. For a minute, but like I said, that is my source, the Wall Street Journal. has this at $22 a share. It's literally under 50 cents for now. But August 9th is something that you got to get your calendars marked for. That is launch of their exchange. They acquired Virtual Broker, Swiss a Swiss company when it comes to current cryptocurrency exchanges. So it's consolidating power. It filed its paperwork. And NSAV is something that can be something of $3 at the end of the year, roughly. Now, if it has a big run up, it probably can go $5. It's depending on the volume. So it's on coinmarket.com. So it already has their coin. It's literally top 100 in cryptocurrency rankings. So people should just do the research when it comes to mergers and acquisitions. So I tell this to you, Flim, study. You use benzinga.com. So that's BENZINGA.
Can you spell that again? Sorry.
BENZINGA.
Got it.
Hey, Goddess in training. If you want to come up on the panel, you can come up on the panel as well, guys. You always be watching in the shadows. You've been watching my channel since actually pre-stimulus. So if you want to come up on a panel, if anybody wants to come up on a panel, men, women, feel free to come up on a panel, man. Y'all need to ask more questions. Y'all need to be more involved. I hate talking about myself because a lot of times I can just rant, have no direction.
Like, I don't mind
Yes,
giving
input,
but I don't have enough information to even give an input, even ask questions at this moment. I mean, when I say I'm new, I'm brand new, like just started,
Okay.
So I have no questions, trying to learn,
okay. Are you
trying to have an idea.
Well, we talk more than just stocks, man. We talk real estate, we talk credit as well. But you were talking about NSAV earlier or something else. I just came in. Yes, NSAV. No problem. So at the moment, cannot come up. No issue. Thanks for hosting the live stream. You always give great tips. Oh, thank you, guys. No problem. I told you guys about Neo when it was like around $25. Now Neo is tapping and touching 50. So, so that's why I always say that the aspect of the research that I do, the fundamental research that I do provide my clients and provide people on the channel is the metrics of one, who are they affiliated with? Two, is it in a hot industry that's being prioritized by the government? Three, does the company even have the verifications? Are they being transparent when it comes to this information? So situations like that, people should always do the research of questioning or look at the ticketer on Twitter, on StockTwits, and you can see a lot of people that did due diligence for you on time, on spot. You can research and you study around the due diligence as well on the metric of being informed and not uninformed. So you always got to be a person that's like very, how can I say, very strategic on when it comes to your research information, because at the end of the day, these stock plays were literally under a penny. Now you got Wall Street Journal saying it's about to be $25 a share. So let me just keep on sharing my screen when it comes to
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, sir. No problem. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Like for a guy like me that just trying to start, actually, I got what's called Robinhood, and yeah, I got couple dollars in there. Well, actually, I got about 2,000 in there, and I got
Mhm.
invested in a few different things, and it grew a little bit. Then I probably made altogether maybe $800 off of it, and I'm trying to keep it having a constant growth. Like what can I do, or what can I look into to actually start making it grow a little bit more?
Well, on this channel, I talk about 3x leverage, like Ticketer Cure. So I wanted to talk about virtual broker, but let me just walk through you on Cure. So Cure is healthcare bull. So in order to amplify returns, people would invest in direction. So the ticker is CURE. So that means when healthcare is up a certain percentage, it 3x it. So it amplifies returns. So a regular index ETF, you only get 1x return. But with this, you get 3x return. So ticker CURE.
You, you going in and out for me. I don't know if anybody else having the same problem, but you going in and out for me.
Okay. Now can you hear me? No?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. So CURE gives you 3x returns. So so this is the healthcare bull, as we know, with pandemic money, privately and publicly. Healthcare always gets funded, plus healthcare has the biggest funding path. Literally to get funds first. So they get prioritized over aerospace, they get prioritized over semiconductor shortages, and used car stocks as well. I told people about used car stocks, so CRSM is another play that I gave you guys as well that we're gonna mention a little later. But let me refresh this. So Cure, gee, I can't even get this shit. Click on the 5-day. Hold on. Hold on. God damn. Okay. I'm trying to make my point, but this is literally killing me. So I'm trying to make my point on how people that would invest in this should always have call options, bear puts. Like right now, bear put would definitely work. It was from 124 to 120. But at the end of the day, this could be a solid leveraging play. If only, goddamn, if only this would work. Sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. I don't know why Google always gives me the biggest house when it comes to looking up certain things. So let me do another method. Okay, so that's the 5-day trend. 1 month trend. 6-month trend. 1 year. 5-year plus pre-pandemic and pandemic levels. At the lowest, it was $29. People that want to amplify returns, they would have made 313%. And plus, with this, you're compounding. So with compounding, you get percentages and go up based off the new balance that you have. So you get amplified returns at a very maximum and a very maximum level. Mo, if you want to come up on the panel, feel free to come up on the panel. Mo, if you want to come up on the panel, feel free to come up on the panel. My cash app is $ Mr. Perfect 23G. Mr. Mo. But if you want to come up on the panel, Mr. Mo, feel free to come up on the panel. But my cash app for any donations, Mo, is $ Mr. Perfect 23G. $ Mr. Perfect 23G. If you want to come up on the panel, ask and answer questions. Wait, feel free to
You say your cash app and Mr. Perfect 23. What? You going in and out? Sorry.
G.
23G.
Damn, my fault. Mr.
Yeah, gotcha.
23G.
Gotcha.
2-3 like Michael Jordan. But that is the link. The panel. Feel free to come up on the panel. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's definitely not required. I ain't the person.
Nah, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind showing love. That's where I'm at.
Respect to you. But Mo, come up on the panel. Mo, come up on the panel. Feel free to come up on the panel. But let's look at the home building situation. The home building profit off of listed prices being extremely high. So let me refresh my page. I'm boarding again. I'm boarding. So let me do this. Okay, now you can hear me. Well, no problem, Mo. Mo, I got your email. I'll give you this free stocks list. Whenever you want to book a consultation with me, book a consultation with me, but you get the free stocks list. And the same thing with you, Flim. You get the stocks list, you get the secret lenders list. Mo, just understand Navy Federal, whoever that has Navy Federal, they're a gem. DCU Credit Union, a gym. Who else? Who else? Who else? SoFi loans, that's a big play. Anything that's in the fintech industry. SoFi, Marcus Loans, DCU Credit Union, Key Bank, that's for the no doc business loans up to $50,000. That's why I tell everybody you need to work on your personal due to the fact that when you do have an LLC, strong personal, plus a DUNS number and business trade lines, going to Key Bank and getting something based on your personal up to $50,000, no doc, no questions asked. So that's why people click in with me. So Mo, I'll give you the stocks list after I'm done with this. Book a consultation whenever you're ready, whenever you feel like it. But for all the people that's coming in, it's an open panel. It's an open panel link. Feel free to join in. But let's look at the home builders. So that's ticker NAIL. We're going to look at that again. I want to transition to real estate, but I want to allow more people to come in because usually my man Rashid, if he has the time, he come in. We talk Atlanta real estate. We talk about properties in the South, something that people need to take advantage on, buy and build up, rent it out, get some income coming in, think more macroeconomics, think bigger. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the home builders and supplies. And home builders is still up today. So let's share my screen. And this is 3X. So like I said to you when it came to the healthcare bull, you want to amplify returns. The home builder situation is like you mentioned to me and asked, is where you can amplify returns based off 3X of what the index is doing. So it's something
I
that you
just want to
can
say,
profit off of.
I just want to say thank you for
Yes,
having me
sir.
up there. I got to get back on the road. I'm actually heading out of town. I just pulled over just to jump on and I guess learn a little something. I'm definitely hit you up for consultation and hopefully, we could link and whatever. You have a good one, brother.
All right, no problem. No problem, Flim. You got my email.
All
Respect to you, man. Stay safe. Respect to you.
right. Definitely. You too.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Ticketer NAIL. So NAIL. Okay, so my man Flynn dropped in on this. Cool. Okay, can you hear me? Man, type one in the chat if you can hear me. If you can't, I'm gonna have to refresh, but type in one that still is listening. Because I hate when I be bored. I be boring and I be off 30 minutes and people don't even be realizing that, that I said a whole bunch of stuff that people should have been paying attention on. But let me do something real quick, brief. Okay. Okay. One, but I'm still choppy. And I am still choppy. Okay. Let me refresh real quick. Okay. Okay. What about now? How about now? Okay. So let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. As you can see, it start taking a dip after May and somewhat making a reversal as we speak in the middle of July into August. As you can see, these patterns, these charts, call option, people would have made money on the call. The bear, people would have made money on the bear puts. So that's why I tell people all the time, you can amplify your returns off of the home builders. So this is Home Depot. Well, supplies is Home Depot, Lowe's, home builders, construction companies, developers, the ones that really benefited from a lot of the tax cuts and incentives of 2017. They're pretty much winning. They're winning. From the election in 2016 to 2018, 416%. Since the pandemic levels from 2019, from that's pre-pandemic, to February 7th, February 14th, then the huge drop down from March, 315% run up. And as you can see, a crash down, but it looks like it can easily recover upward and go higher. But this is the home builder situation. So this is where the developers win. As you can see, from the March 2020, from that period is 1,000%, no, 1,300% gains. So, and this is compounding. So it compounds the monies that's in your balance. Plus, it's a 3x on the index. Yes, sir. And respect to Mr. Hall. Respect to Mr. Lonzo Hall, man. Subscribe to Lonzo Hall, man. Lonzo gave y'all guys a complete breakdown when it came to the insurance policies. Like with me, I am not the insurance policy expert. I am the person that understands stocks. I understand e-commerce. I help my clients when it came to e-commerce and credit repair, but he is that dude when it comes to literally getting the life insurance policies, annuity plans, preserving your wealth, or building wealth with the policies and leveraging them for assets. That's what you can do when it comes to policies from my knowledge of it. That's how a lot of rich people pretty much get richer, by $200 million in policies and pay the premiums. Leverage the cash value, come back in, boom, boom. Pay everything off with the income that they get from the properties in real estate. So that's what they do. So real estate is pretty much a natural tax shelter. And life insurance policies is something of a metric that you can be able to preserve a lot of stuff. No problem, Mr. Hall. Respect to you, man. You got my email. You got my email. I can send traffic your way as well for people that's in my consultation list that do need life insurance policies when it comes to structuring their finances and properly structuring wealth. Because like you mentioned on the panel, with life insurance policies, you can structure your wealth just as organized as if you have a trust, which both definitely is recommended and needed when it comes to capital allocation, insurance on your money. Pretty much insuring your money, making sure that the value of your money doesn't deteriorate. A lot of hedge fund companies use that as a hedge. So pretty much people in this channel should study on, one, how to generate it, two, how to hedge against anything that involves of it can potentially going down. So your inverses, your bear situations when it comes to stocks, insurance policies when it comes to just in general. Okay, and see, and even he says you can use your life insurance as a trust. So that's why the financial stuff, financial literacy is a must. 'Cause at the end of the day, people that don't understand financial literacy, unfortunately, those are the ones that become the debt slaves. Like Dave Ramsey mentioned, which Dave Ramsey's a little too safe for me because I believe in leveraging. I believe in leveraging debt. I believe in correctly leveraging debt in order to repay certain things off. But it's about reinvestment for me. But you got to do it safely. You got to do it correctly and make sure you don't over leverage. Don't over leverage. You make connections. You do what you do. But respect everybody that's coming in. I noticed that most of the people that's coming in the chat, coming in now, salute to you. We was just mentioning about NSAV. Come up on the panel, man. I need more people that come up on the panel. I need the panel to be packed today. Cause this one probably gonna be a long one for y'all. So I need this to be packed. I need people to come in. We talked about NSAV, something that I told y'all guys when it was about 0.004. Now it's at 12 cents. The cryptocurrency launch of the cryptocurrency exchange launch is on August 9th. It's on CoinMarketCap. It's top 100 crypto coins. Plus, you got the Wall Street Journal saying it can be $22 a share. So that means anybody that put in $10 set aside on it, they can make good money off of it just going $3, let alone $22 a share. And that's 12 cents now. So I don't know, man. People are going to have to get their E-Trade accounts. People are going to need to go get their Charles Schwab accounts, their Interactive Broker accounts. I used to do with TD Ameritrade, but TD Ameritrade pissing me off. But CYBL, another play, ILUS, ILST, plays once again I mention all the time to y'all. And you guys that coming in, click on the link, man. This is an open panel. But salute to everybody. But as Alonzo Hall said, that you can use that life insurance policy as a trust. That's what I mean about financial literacy beats out anything and everything. Anything and everything when it comes to leveraging, using the funds, when it comes to financing property deals. Yeah, Schwab did buy TD Ameritrade, but Schwab is operating way more fluid for me than TD Ameritrade. I don't get it. It's supposed to be like in the same unison because Schwab bought TD Ameritrade. That's something that's fact. That's a fact. That is a big fact. But I don't know why they're not letting me be able to trade when it comes to certain plays. Because these plays is something where they're a company that is being listed by the Wall Street Journal, $22 to $25 a share. My price target for y'all is $3. So all the people that bought in at $8, put in every $8 that they get in can be $300 back. 80 can be 3,000 off of that $3 price target with if it crashes again, buy into the dip. But I don't think it's going to crash again because August 9th, it's the second cryptocurrency exchange behind Coinbase. People that don't want to put $250 on Coinbase can literally put $250 on Net Savings Link and hold at a $3 price target and literally make themselves $10,000 richer off of that price target of $3. You got the Wall Street Journal for all the people that like to get the mainstream media's validation. They got the validation. But for people that's coming in, please click on the link. I want people to be able to ask me questions. I want people to talk about economics, finances. If you have the time, that's granted if you got the time. But for the people that emailed me, I'm getting to your emails as we speak. I'm multitasking, so I will email you guys the list, the free list, the secret credit lenders list as well. Net Savings Link, NSAV. I'm gonna keep on telling this to y'all until y'all get this to y'all brains, because I don't want y'all guys to miss out on this at all. Because I told you guys about NIO, NIO, when it was $25 months ago. For the people that was with me months ago, for the people that's now with me and now subscribing and tuning into my channel, NSAV. I don't care if you spend money with me, booked, or anything, but please, from me to you, at least put that on your watch list. Put CYBL on your watch list. But Net Savings Link, second publicly traded crypto cryptocurrency exchange. So I'm gonna type that in the chat for the people that's coming in. Cryptocurrency is everybody's niche. People say, real deal, are you invested in crypto? Yes. I'm just invested in the tech side. Crypto coins, I told you guys about, well, I told most of the people that's from December, the December people that was with me from December. Literally, Cardano ADA was at 12, 15, 18 cents hovering. Now it's ranging around from $1.20 to $1.50. Very wide, yes, but still, when it comes to the information on this channel, you invest in NFTs. Because like I keep telling you, man, if Jay-Z and Dame Dash is going to be doing this over bickering back and forth and fighting and scrapping for resources, digital resources, not physical, but digital resources. That's something that people should understand. This is a fast forward economy. This is a fast forward economy. Fast forward economy means anything that's digital, like e-commerce, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, even cryptocurrencies. That's e-commerce as well. That's a form of e-commerce. Stock markets, form of e-commerce, because we're using computers to be able to trade it. So people should take advantage on the metrics of what can you be able to benefit off of based off of the news. The news ticketers is one. So Delta variant vaccine stocks is definitely a play. I told you guys about IPA, but I told you to buy the dip. It had a big 200% run up, but you always buy the dip. For the people that understand bear put spreads, they made a lot of money shorting it. They made extreme amount of money off of shorting it, let alone anything else. People should just understand what is going on when it comes to mergers. So I got another play for y'all. So this is a 5G stock. 5G stocks. So we're going to look at RII plus SNMP. So people that booked the consultation with me, they got this early. People right now, this is something that they got a federal awarded a contract for a rural area 5G rollout. So this infrastructure bill that's being passed when it comes to all of this stating of infrastructure being passed, 5G rollout, even in the previous administration, the Trump administration, 5G rollout had funding. This current administration is going to be able to set aside lots of money when it comes to this as well. But this is a play for you to understand, process, and pretty much garner. But this is an open panel for everybody that's coming in. But we're going to look at RII. RII is a play that people need to pay attention when it comes to infrastructure stocks. 5G stocks is pretty much priority. AT&T, if you want a stable stock that's involved when it comes to stable gains and involved in 5G tech world, AT&T. RII is a stock that I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at right now. As you can see, that was literally at 28 cents. Blew up. People that had bear puts made money on it. People that had call options and bought the shares still made money. So that is an opportunity that people should always study, be able to take advantage on, regardless of the actual comprehension of your trading skills. Understand that 5G stocks is being prioritized by the government, infrastructure bills. Everything that's pretty much being established is under this stock. Plus, they got partnerships when it comes to SpaceX. They have partnerships when it comes to SpaceX as well. So always do your due diligence when it comes to this. No matter if you understand it, go on Benzinga, you use that ticketer SNMP, and you research and you do your due diligence to be able to be up ahead of the curve. But give me one moment. Give me one moment. I got to do something real quick. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, open panel link. 5G stocks. 5G stocks. Yes, that's a 5G stock play. You need to come up on the panel, man. Come up on the panel. It's sad that I got to hound people down to be able to ask questions, but come up on the panel. Please like the video, and please also email me for your free stocks list. Okay, so turn on your camera so I can verify it's not a troll. Turn off your camera once I verify it's you. Just turn on the camera. I just got to be able to make sure that you're not a troll. I got to do this for everybody. Okay, no problem. Okay. You turn off your camera, sir. I see you. I see you. Yo.
Hello, you hear me?
Yep.
What's good, my man?
Everything is good, man. Everything is rolling, man. I'm just keeping y'all informed when it comes to these infrastructure plays.
A troll, man. I'm not a troll at all.
Nah, man, I just gotta do this, man, because I had a lot of trolls coming in the channel. Before anything, I had more trolls than actual serious people that just wanted to learn.
Really?
But yeah,
I've been curious about the markets and different things. I'm just really starting into like investing in different things like that. But
yes, sir.
I've been doing a little bit of study on cryptocurrency and different things. So I'm just like starting to get really into the whole option trading and different things, because I plan on taking a couple of courses on Investopedia to kind of get my foot wet.
Okay.
So I'm kind of new to all this, so I'm trying to learn as I go. But I really do appreciate you sharing this knowledge and information. And yeah, man, it's a really good thing. I just reached my my emergency fund saving goal, so now I'm finna just start like really just investing. So that's kind of why I came to the channel. So you pretty much like only person I know in this space who really giving like good data, good information,
strategies.
Like, so that's why I kind of
like strategies. Like people do forecasting. A lot of people, like when you watch the Squawk Box, they're not giving your strategy just in case if the market does crash. A lot of the time, they're gonna fluff you and say the market can't crash. Look at the charts. Look at the numbers, the data. And instead of giving people a situation where, okay, if this motherfucker do crash, do they have a bear situation? Like I tell people on the channel about Yang, YANG. The bear market in China is winning. The China crackdown is crushing Bitcoin. Well, it crushed Bitcoin, where Bitcoin, when they cracked down, where they said no mining, most of the miners are in China. That crashed the price, let alone by itself.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah.
I heard with the rumor that some of the miners actually is being imported to, not imported, but they migrating to the Iceland. It's probably like the next.
Yes. So like that information right there. Iceland companies. I need to research Iceland crypto mining companies just to keep y'all guys on form. And that's why people that booked a consultation got these plays early. Only why I'm telling you guys now is really for stock review, just to show, and the people that book consultations with me pre-stimulus. The people pre-stimulus pretty much got involved with Nike when it was cheap, Apple when it was cheap, Walmart when it was extremely cheap. People, I was not the genius behind the Tesla call. I'll be lying to you guys if I did say that I told and recommended everybody of Tesla and pretty much saw that Tesla can be a $5,000 potential share. No, I've been lying to you.
Mhm.
I'd have been lying, but I was right about NIO when it was $25 a share and it blew up to $53 a share. So I was right about something on this channel. So people doubled their money. And that's why I tell people all the time, people that book consultations with me, set aside money. People that don't book a consultation with me, set aside money when it comes to fixed dollar cost averaging. So that means that if you see a stock that has some good news coming down the way, but you want to get ahead of the curve, like DraftKings, man, I am a football head. Football makes DraftKings blows up to $90 a share. Right now it's at 49. Well, at least the last time that I covered it on spot was $49. So we got sports betting stock from SPQS and also another stock that I'm trying to remember on the top of my head, which I'm forgetting. I know I'm forgetting. But before this stream is over, I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on and remember that stock because that's something that you guys should not miss out on. MGM. I told you guys about MGM when it was cheap.
Is it MGM?
MGM Resorts, because they're getting the sports betting world, and also they made money off of the opening up of the economy. That's the recovery stock. Airlines, AAL, that's American Airlines. I told people about that.
The AAL, gotcha.
It's too overbought. It's too overbought now. In my opinion, it's too overbought. I think it could crash down if lockdowns do hit the door, if it do become a main talking point. So that's something
it's possible it might be a lockdown, possible, but I'm not exact though.
Yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm the financial guy. I'm not a healthcare. I'm not in that niche. But like I said, if there is a lockdown, people should study Zoom. Get Zoom while it's cheap.
Zoom got you.
Zoom while it's cheap. If you just have to do something when it comes to being ahead of the curve, Zoom.
Man.
So let me share my screen. Matter of fact, are you on a computer?
Yeah, at the moment I am.
Okay, so type in Zoom and I'm gonna share your screen. So I can give everybody and you
Zoom
a good Zoom, ZM.
Got you, huh? All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna share your screen. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
You press that share button. You gotta press share.
Where is it? I don't even see it. Hold on. I don't even see it. Oh, I see it now. You see it?
No. Matter of fact, have you there's the share button next to where Cam and Mike is. Click on that. Then you click on share the screen fully. Then I can be able to share it so you can look at Zoom, so I can tell you the strategy when it comes to what the sentiment on people are doing in Zoom, because people on Twitter are literally making the play on Zoom for call options.
You see it now?
Yep. Now let's look at Zoom. So scroll around, look at the 5-day, the month trend line, so people can see a trend.
I see 5 days. You said 1 month.
Okay, 1 month, 6 month. So what that shows is a stock reversal. So it crashed once things start opening up. And when stimulus started hitting the door, it still didn't make a run up. So that means opening up the economy hurted this stock, but news of Delta variant lockdowns help the stock.
Ah, got you.
That's just common. I'm not gonna say common sense, but that's common correlation. Let me just use that. The correlation of lockdowns, hence of politicians. Go to the 5-day chart line because politicians had call options on this before they even said lockdown, before that even was a term to the open mainstream media of people. Look at the 5-year, the 5-year. Go to the 5-year or go to the max because the max can show you a very wide stance of what's going on. But you need to understand call options, bear puts, so you can make money when it goes down, call options and credit and debit spreads. Research those terms heavily when it comes to option plays because that's how you can make money off of a bear market. While everybody's complaining, saying, I need these stocks to go up. No, you're making money off these stocks going down. But that's with bear puts.
Buy low, sell high, right?
Hey, when it comes to shorting, you can sell high and buy low.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's why options. That's why you study options. When you study options, you can pretty much trade anything.
See? Yep, that's some game right there. Option trading. That's actually what I was thinking about starting off with.
And use the website marketchameleon.com.
Market Chameleon.
Marketchameleon.com because you can track down people's call options and fintel.io. That's from me to you, and that's from me to everybody that's listening.
Oh, wow.
And Benzinga, BENZINGA, Benzinga. And you don't have to use the pro version. People say, do I have to use the pro version? No, you don't. You can find the free version and you can be able to utilize the free version and you can be able to do what you need to do. But TMF. Ticker TMF. Then you got TMV. TMF and TMV.
TMV.
That's the treasury. So just type that onto your Google search so everybody, because we're still on your screen, so everybody can still see your screen. Yes. TMV is the bear. So let's look at the bear, because the bear, that's how you make money off of shit going down. So we could stay on TMV for now. So let's look at today. Today it's up 5-day, 1 month. That's because the 20-year bull is up. So when a bull is up, this is going to crash down. This is just a hedge play, just in case if it does crash, meaning that the bull crashes, the bear is running. So let's look at the 6 month. As you can see, stimulus, this did a correlation of the time period when stimulus was launched.
Right time it went up, then it kind of went down a little bit.
It consolidated, crash.
And it crashed.
So that's why you do call options. That's why you do call options, or you do that, or credit spreads, because you can make money off of short price action. So let's look at TMF, the bull. As you can see, it's down, but the past 5 days, it's been up. Past 1 month, up. Call options, like I said, people that do call options can make money off of these situations, credit spreads,
Oh wow.
and keep on going to 1 year. So people can really ride at 3x just buying the share. Just buying the share and just putting in more shares. They can actually ride the bull in certain aspects, but be honest, it's really about you getting a good entry. That's the year to date. The year to date. So that is a stock reversal. So when that shit crashes and crumbles down and start roaring back up, that's the term stock reversal. If you have a Twitter, you can hashtag stock reversal and you can see all the stock reversals being traded in global markets, stock markets, and also price action trading. Because really with options, look at volume, look at the volume of the day. Then you study the news on why it has all this volume all of a sudden. So that's where you use Benzinga. Then you go to fintel.io. So that's Fintel, that's FINTEL.io, the study around it. So when people say fundamentals, what's your fundamental research? That is the fundamentals. So we're going to do TECL ticketer.
TCL.
People should use, TCL.
Wow. Let me write that down.
TCL.
Oh, we type it in.
Yes. Not TCL. TECL. That's the inverse. Well, that's actually up too, so we can look at that after. But this is up as well. That's the technology bull. Technology bull actually been running very strong. Technology bull has been running very, very strong. So when it comes to that, that is certain things you can ride a bull like. Look at the 1 month, look at the 6 month specifically. 1 month up 8%. And that big dip, that was because the stock market, that middle dip, that middle dip right there, that was because when the stock market crashed 900 points off of inflation scares where they said double-digit inflations. I remember that day specifically. That day was affected heavily because of it. So if you had TECS, that is the bear. So you made money strongly off of the bear. But let's look at the 6 month. Let's look at the 6 month trend, up 41%. So people that do fixed dollar cost averaging, set aside money every month on this, they would have made a good multiple. People say, well, time decay. I'd rather invest in this than invest in just a 1x ETF. This is literally a strong movement when it comes to pattern. And go to the 1 year. You can even go to the 1 year and it could still show you strong 116%. That's the technology bull 3x. So you get 3x the gains.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So that's leverage. So study direction. There's a lot of people that's gonna be trying to bullish you when it comes to this, but ETF Guide is a YouTube channel that breaks down these like NFL NFL tickers. So they literally got the same setup as if you watch Pardon the Interruption, where they pretty much have it in the same lineup. They analyze every sector by sector to sector, industry to industry, sub niche to sub niche. Like research 3D printing stocks right now, because that benefits off of this technology bull. So 3D printing stocks is something that benefits solely off of the technology bull, but research.
So these are the different 3D printed stocks. Oh wow.
Yes. So scroll. So let's look at the name. So familiarize with the name of the companies first. 3D Systems.
Mm-hmm.
because these is going to benefit the most when they're trying to transition to 3D printing homes, because they cry up and down that. So now search NAIL. They cry that the home builders and supply is extremely high. So the 3D printing stocks is like what they would call a cheap alternative, which I'm still kind of skeptic of it, but it's getting a lot of funding. Get a lot of funding. So it's up. So go to 1 year. So go to the 1 year.
Oh, wow.
Let's jump the line. Let's make it quicker. Let's make this quicker. So yes, the home build is pretty much up from that past year. Now go back to the 3D printing stocks. The 3D printing stocks is supposed to be their cheap alternative. So all these companies are literally like competitors to Lowe's and Home Depot.
Ah, I see what you. Wow.
Now look at 3D printing real estate stocks as well, and you can see the companies that are like specifically niched down.
Real estate stocks. Top 3D printing stock for Q3 2001.
You could click on that. You could click on the first link because people like sources here. Read it. You can read it out loud. So you can study this so you can understand what I'm trying to convey to you.
Top 3D printing stocks for Q3 2021. So it said the 3D printing industry is made up of companies that provide products and service capable of manufacturing a range of products. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, creates physical objects from a digital design. The printing process works by laying down thin layers of material in the form of liquid or powder plastic, metal, or cement, and the fusing the layers together. While still too slow to be used in mass production, is a revolutionary technology that has the potential to disrupt the manufacturing, logistic, and inventory management industry. The 3D printing industry is comprised of only a handful of companies such as Proto Labs, Inc., and Fabro Technologies, Inc. The industry is so young that it has no meaningful benchmark index, but the performance of these stocks can be compared to the broad market that represented by the Russell 1000 index. The three best performing 3D printing stocks have dramatically outperformed the Russell 1000, which had provided a total return of 38.3 over the past 12 months at June 3rd, 2021. All statistics in the table below are as of June 3rd. Here are the top 3D printing stocks, which the best value, fastest sales growth, and most monumental. You keep going down.
So when you look at fundamentals, sales growth, year-over-year return. So when people say fundamentals, that's fundamentals. So you can scroll and be able to see the stocks. Now, these aren't my plays. These are not suggestions. These are just something to get everybody's mind of what they're trying to do. That's something that's not being advertised in people's face every 5 seconds. But those are the companies that they're trying to transition to be the leaders of this 3D printing, real estate, home building type stuff.
Wow. So I appreciate the quick. I appreciate the quick list. I got to cut it short. I get ready for work now. I try to jump in a little bit early, but like I said, I just had saw like the your channel and your live stream popped up, so I just try to listen in. But is you gonna be live tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What time? Probably
same time.
Same time, okay. Yeah, I might try to jump in a little early next time. Cause like I said, I'll try to like jump in quick as I can. But I look down, it's like 1:27 here, so it's like, I gotta be at work like maybe like 30 minutes from now. I appreciate the insight. I appreciate the little training you just gave me right then. I got
man. I had to do it. I had to do it where you had to type it in, you had to read it out so you can understand it. Because I guess people learn it more of them doing the work than somebody doing the work for them. Which I try to be people's eyes and ears because people have the money.
It makes
people
sense.
have the money.
you kind of like the voice of Neo in my ear, like, hey, this is what you say, this is what you do. Look at that, read this. But no, I
Yeah,
get it.
man.
I got a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
man.
written
Cause
down that you were giving me. So
okay, okay, you got
man,
my
that's
email
awesome,
right.
man. So my guy.
You got my email right. Cause I can give you more information on the email that you can research. That's the free information. That you don't even have to book a consultation with me directly. Not right away. But you can get the free stock list. Email me.
Gotcha.
Email me. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. And for the
47.
people that's coming in, this is an open panel, man. This is an open panel. We need more people to come in, man. We need more people to come in. We need more people to come in so they can learn. But that was a training so you can be able to see of what do you look for, what is the transition, how you can profit off of this home builder situation. But respect to you, man. I'm gonna have to let you get to your work, man. So
No,
gotta
thank you,
get you
man.
to work.
I'm very humble. Thank you so much for showing me the little trick. So I really appreciate the little quick training. I got a lot of stuff to research, so I'm trying to start. I'm trying to get my feet wet. I appreciate it,
No
man.
problem. All right, respect to you. Okay. For the people that's still tuning in with me, open panel, man. Open panel. Click on the link. 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 Open panel. If I have to keep on saying it 50 times, open panel. Open panel. Open. Okay. So for the people that's still tuning in with me, we are going to transition. I would like to transition to real estate, but I would like for more people to come up on the panel. I definitely like more people to come up on the panel. I'm surprised my man Rashid ain't even come in. But for people that's still tuning in with me, I still talk about aspects of the stock market people ain't pay attention. INAR. It's triple zeros. Triple zeros is definitely something that I'm not saying that is a buy, but custodianship is something that makes this stock interesting. So like I mentioned to people that got the list, the free stock list, I showed everybody of what makes stocks goes up, what makes stocks attractive, and what makes stocks to be put on your watch list. So that would be INAR. 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 Okay. It's triple zeros. So this is something where if it 10x, it 10x. If it 100x, even better. But really, this is just something where it has news coming in. This is not a buy recommend. Of course not. Be honest, this is just something that just came across my desk. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I No, my sound perfectly fine. My sound was perfectly fine. I just wanted to have you guys see what I see. Now, those plays have custodianship. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Now, that has custodianship. The triple zeros plays has custodianship. Other one has pink current coming on the way. E-Trade, Interactive Brokers, like I mentioned. I mentioned about these on my stocks list for my clients months and months ago. So these are literally like something of a new to you guys, old for them. But those plays recently blew up in the past 2 weeks, so now I'm looking like a genius. That's only how I did it is because my teams had a good, strong, stable, solidifying research of pink current mergers, attorney letters, scanning the market. So I'm not doing this by myself. This is not me doing this by myself. No stretching the means. This is me literally hiring more people, and there's still some more custodianship plays that you need to pay attention on. Custodianship plays, pink current, and attorney letters. So I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to keep on looking at some more plays. So don't mind the no sound type of thing. Just for the people that can look at their screen, just look at the screen. Just pay attention to the screen. So I'm gonna mute my mic, and we're gonna look at about 4 more plays that you guys need to get yourself informed on using the Benzinga tools. RGBP is something I told you guys on the channel for quite a while, and that situation has blew up 20% today. A couple other plays I told you guys about it about 2 weeks ago, blew up 50%. Like I said, the mergers, the pink currents, the custodianships makes the play. It makes the whole entire play. All those situations literally makes the play how it makes the play. So mergers, acquisitions, that's how they get the revenues, buying companies and forming them and also getting the revenue. So they can be able to do that. More people will see it. More people will see it as value. More people buy. Fundamentalists buy. Wall Street Journal people buy. All people that were skeptics of it wound up following the bandwagon and buying. But with us, we get into entries earlier due to the fact of we do tape ticker trading. Tape ticker trading. So we're scanning the news, all the markets get involved when it comes to this. So it's no problem if anybody wants to come up. Feel free to come up. Matter of fact, y'all need to come up when it comes to asking questions. When it comes to these, I don't want these stocks to have years. These should be people's watch list to be able to see what it does, and also be people's Twitter becomes easier. So open panel. If anybody have any questions, feel free to ask them. People need to ask the questions when it comes to aspects of one, what is my fixed dollar cost average basis? You can put $20 to $50 every 2 weeks to a month. Make sure that you got some set asides. That's one thing people should really focus on when you do enter involved in these situations of the markets and do the research. Think.io. So I'm going to mute my mic and get some more plays. So give me one moment. Okay. Had some difficulties. I don't know, man. It literally is to the point where StreamYard be kicking me off mid-conversation and midstream. But if anybody wants to come up on the panel, join the panel. For the 11th millionth billionth time, join the panel. If anybody have any questions, feel free to join in. For all the people that wants to be able to ask any questions, feel free to join in. I want to transition into real estate, but there is some more news that's being brought to my desk as we speak that I'm really reading on while telling you guys on a lot of the plays. So the previous stock plays that I mentioned to you guys are merger situations and custodianship. Custodianship is very valuable. It's the company being more transparent, and the more transparent that they can be, the more better for of its growth, and the more better for your pocketbook as well. So I'm going to share my screen and mute up. So the situation with that company is it's pretty much going to validate itself to become Pink Current. That company just needs to buy another company, then it will have employees. So it's a mergers and acquisitions company. Say if you had a merger and acquisition companies, you have the funds, but you are not have employees as we speak. But you have the ability to buy a company and you inherit their employees, take over their operations, get their standing operating procedures, get their KPIs, question and screen their best managers. But that's what they're doing in a sense. So that company is going to put in the work to make sure it verifies itself before September 28th, when the SEC pretty much says all these companies, if you're not verified, then you're not verified. If you're not verified, then you cannot pass this gate. So the gate is Pink Current. The gate is to get uplisted to the NASDAQ. And the companies that I show you is just for the research purpose. Because I tell people all the time, always do your due diligence. Always study on Twitter when it comes to CEO. Look at his LinkedIn. Look at his aspects of operating procedures that he wants to do, futures that he wants, future plans, any type of partnerships. And, that's where you screen everybody. That's where screening comes evolve, and that's where screening is definitely something that should be a priority when it comes to people's due diligence and fundamental basis comes to everything. So that the past month, it's been bombing. It's been a complete boom. So when it comes to what they're doing, they're going to be acquiring to bring in revenue producing companies that are severely undervalued. Minimum revenue we linked and lined up is around 2 million on the books. Reviving dead ticketers to give shareholders value and a small cap. Well, this is coming from the CEO, so mine of the grammar errors. So I'm reading this from the CEO. So it has the ability to finance other businesses, buy anything that's ranging around 2 million on the books. 2 million on the books, solidify some monies. It becoming Pink Current can be able to make it to 2 cents, because at its all-time highs, it was at 2 cents. Right now, it's 000. So if it hits 2 cents now, whoever that puts $70 in can be around $2,000 in their trading account. Granted, if this company steps through, and please do a share buyback where you're shrinking the shares, because when there's a share reduction or no dilution on the shares, the stock price goes up as well. So always look at the no dilution aspect of everything. So the no dilution is a metric that can be able to benefit your pocketbook off of the less shares that it is, the more valuable the company is. If a company has 1 billion shares and say on a tweet that we're reducing 1 billion shares to 650 million, where we're not having all these paper shares pretty much circulating, it benefits the stock. The stock goes up, the price goes up, your trading account is up. So I'm gonna mute up and I'm gonna share my screen again on the next few companies. And these are not recommends. These are just something that you pay attention on when it comes to custodianship and a company trying to verify itself, trying its hardest. But for the people that's coming in, click on the link. Click on the link. This is an open business panel. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Come in. Let's have the discussion. But I'm gonna mute up and I'm gonna share my screen. ENZC is important due to the fact that it has game-changing technology when it comes to the biotech space, and also has the ability to probably get to $1 the quickest when it comes to out of the biotech column. So really, it's something that people should just study when it comes to marketwatch.com. So they got their clinical trials in the past 2 days. They had their clinical trial. So really the clinical trials is a must to stay up on. So that's ENZC. The other plays has Pink Current on the way, so it will go up based off of that news, and it can go up higher than previous highs. So people should always do their due diligence on those metrics of one, FDA Catalyst calendar, but you have to understand one, the volumes of the trade. So you got to look at the volumes that it's getting on a day-to-day basis, compare the volumes to see how high is it's being traded on a day-to-day level. Then DRNG, that's the drone delivery company. Drone Guardian Inc. So the current turnaround is 6 to 8 weeks. So OTC IQ order form and documents, pretty much saying that our next billing team will send you an invoice for both the application and the subscription fee in the next few weeks. Once we receive the payment, an analyst will review your application. Please note that we're reviewing a high volume of applications and we appreciate your patience. We will work to process them. The current turnaround is 6 to 8 weeks. If anything is needed, the analyst will reach out to you. So that is a attorney letter from DRNG. RGBP is up 20%. The same thing I tell you guys all the time. RGBP, fixed dollar cost averaging. Study the volume. Always study the volume. So WTII, it's water tech. So that's in the water tech space. So ENZC is a $500 million company. And it's literally in the same space when it comes to Moderna and PFE. So it's in the same space. Has technology that's literally a breakthrough situation. I'm studying for it. I think I need to study more on PRPM. I need to study more on PSRU. And I personally need to study on VYST. So I'm going to study on those plays to be able to do some more research, diligence, so I can be able to make sure that these companies are doing the every steps and procedures and the parameters necessary in order to do safe, smart business that's not self-centered, that's not short-sighted, and that's also not in the aspect of any type of unnecessary hiccups or unkept promises. So that's why I tell people all the time, you get on Twitter so you can hound pretty much the CEO on every section of the business to be able to stay very informed, one. Two, to be able to understand and write down everything that he said. So you can get everything pretty much charted down. And there's a lot of people that will email the CEO, DM the CEO, Twitter the CEO, retweet publicly. Like, people are not playing around when it comes to this, because Pink Current has the stock going up big off of those projections. People can be able to get in, be able to have a company that is showing all of its financials in a hot market. So all the hot markets is pretty much in the infrastructure situation. As soon as this infrastructure bill, whenever they can get it done, no matter if they got to do it with Republicans or they got to do the situation with budget reconciliation, they have to pass it in order for all of us to get home run plays. So the infrastructure bill is definitely tied on a lot of the stuff that is going on, a lot of industries. People pretty much need that to pass in order for Caterpillar to go up. So that's CAT. So Caterpillar has infrastructure, plus it's known for getting government contracts. So Caterpillar is a legitimate big company stock. Everybody have seen a Caterpillar, Caterpillar construction, Caterpillar tools out there. So that definitely gets the government contracts. Roads, bridges is supposed to be needed, but most of it is going to charging stations, electric vehicle, rare earth materials, lithium, copper, titanium, graphite, tin, palladium, and also silver. I said tin, I said titanium. What else? What else? 'Cause I know I'm missing several other things. But main ones are lithium and graphite. Graphite needed with the solar energy. So people should always just realize that the money on the line is really the funding that the government gives, be able to send out and roll out. And also another thing for all the people that are trading call options, Upwork. Upwork is a good call option. Upwork actually has been up since the pandemic. People was talking about Fiverr when they should have been paying attention to Upwork when it came to the stock. So Upwork stock went up exponentially in the past 6 months. Plus with stimulus out there and everybody investing in their e-commerce business like they should, like they're supposed to, Upwork pretty much benefited, Fiverr benefited, and Shopify is probably going to be a $4,000 or $5,000 stock. And you had people talking about Shopify as a bubble, not understanding the intricacies of e-commerce. Those are people that just look at numbers to see that the stock go up, it's up, without understanding the inside details of e-commerce. So all the people that said it was a bubble when Shopify was like $70, that blew up to $23 to $70 when they said it's a bubble, they just cost a lot of people money. Now Shopify is around $1,000 mark, $1,000 in shares. So now people are starting to realize that e-commerce is here to stay. The transition of e-commerce just gets accelerated. No, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere at all. So the transitional shift pretty much here, and that's all part of the fast forward economy. But Upwork is a play for the call option people that like to do the call option stock situations. They can be able to benefit from that. They could be able to benefit from several angles, actually, more stimulus that can benefit, and also angles of getting more substantial amounts of returns based off of people getting sales fees and transactional fees. Plus, with Shopify, they have Shopify payments. So they have their own payment gateway. The payment gateway pretty much is a solidifier when it comes to what they do as a business for the bigger cap stocks. But M1 Finance is where you can buy the fractional shares. You can be able to benefit from that as well. But for all the people that's coming in, please feel free to open up yourselves to getting on panel. Please feel free to ask any questions, any type of commentary. Please feel free to come up on the panel. Click on the link. It's an open business panel. For the people that's coming in, I appreciate everybody. Please like the video. I respect everybody that's coming in and sharing their time with me. It's an open panel. I definitely want more people to come up on the panel and open themselves up when it comes to a lot of these questions and news. So we have MSMY. MLM and carrot bars. So you're talking about middle level marketing companies? All right, is that what you're trying to say? Because I don't do middle level marketing. For one thing, Primerica was like one of the biggest scams ever. Primerica has to be one of the most biggest scams ever when it comes to that field. People work their asses off just to be able to get disrespected. I don't like that. Especially the time that I knew people that was in Primerica. I'm not a big fan of middle-level marketing. If you're going to market something, then market it for your business, market for your store, have your e-commerce store, have your niche lined up and set up for your own success. So Facebook and Google ads and collecting emails with SMS bump, social snowball to do automated affiliate marketing on your own store. If you're going to do affiliate marketing, you do it on your own store, on your own partnerships, on your own business. Primerica, you're pretty much another number, churn and burn type setup situation. And carrot bars, I'm not familiar with carrot bars, but middle level marketing, if you're going to hustle 120 hours for something, because that's what you usually do when it comes to these middle level marketing scenarios, you do it for your own company. You create your own Shopify store, your own Sam's Cart store, your own WordPress, and you just get to working, man. You got to capture them emails, follow up with people, be able to leverage those connections to be able to get a solid foundation under your belt when it comes to getting your leads. Now, sales and marketing is something that you can learn off of just the notion of looking at YouTube videos, hiring a coach, but more or less getting a sales mentor and reading sales books to see other type of scenarios and aspects. Plus, you got to get away from that introvert type of personality. You got to be an extrovert. You got to be here no matter if they like you, hate you, indifferent of you, or don't even know you. You got to be able to understand of your pitch, but you got to bring out services and products that are worth about something. Primerica life insurance. Life insurance is very tough to sell cold calling people. With Facebook and Google ads, you can warm traffic people. And that's something that a lot of the MLM situations don't tell you that you were supposed to be doing all this time. And all that time you're supposed to be doing that, you could have did it to your own business. You could have did it for your own business, for your own niche, for your own business, and pretty much built it up on your own company. Because Primerica was something that I did do for a short-term period, like 7-8 years ago. But I realized that is something that if I'm going to market something, or if anybody's going to market something for anybody that's listening, you do it for your own niche, for your own product. You make sure you capture all your payments, get everything lined up. And if you are going to do a big partnership brand with some type of company that does have an aspect of, they have sales teams, marketing people, and clients coming in, paying them on a month-to-month basis and pretty much reoccurring transactions, you do a joint venture partnership, you do a JV, and stop playing around. You stop playing around when it comes to scenarios like that. So that's where your business acumen comes in. So middle-level marketing, not a fan. I tell people all the time, create your niche, understand what is your niche. Like e-commerce, high-ticket sales is pretty much a must. So if you're going to do something, middle-level marketing is pretty much high-ticket sales, trying to use cold lead marketing. Door-to-door doesn't work for me when it comes to an insurance policy. No, you're going to have to understand how to generate leads off of off-market targeting, geo-targeting when it comes to specifically targeting a specific area niche, and be able to have everything lined up. There's no way that you should be at a scale of either being, how can I say, unsure or being involved in something that's like mid-level marketing that makes you unsure just to confuse you. Like they confuse you intentionally just for you to get them to be on their scam. You don't need mid-level marketing. You can do partnerships. You can do networking. Cool. You could do JV partnerships with people that are in the sales, but you got to understand it's about you creating your own entity, your own business, and generate the sales and marketing and all the 120 hours that you're going to do for this middle-level marketing company for your own niche. Carve your own name, be able to be a strategize on the number crunching aspect. Like if you can be able to get an aspect of a $1,500 product, high ticket sales, if you get one sale, that's $1,500. You get 2 or 3 sales, that's $4,500. But you're doing it from your own business. You're doing it from your own company where you have an LLC, you have your EIN, your Duns and Bradstreet number, you have your business checking account, you have things running through that business checking account where you can capture payments, leverage those payments to get the lending, unsecured lending, and also to be able to get bank statement loans, business bank statement loans, be able to leverage your personal credit being good. But I say this to say that you do all of that to be able to use the funds for your marketing on your own business, or if you're doing business to business type of transactions, where if you're a advertiser that's helping dying businesses or dying brick and mortars or brick and mortars in general to send traffic to them and negotiate a partnership where you could get a fixed price and or profit sharing when it comes to exponential sales being driven to that business where people are converting, leads are being converted, business is operating, the machine is churning, everything is clicking and snapping. That's where profit sharing negotiation and a renegotiation of your terms definitely needed. That's why you got to understand of getting a lawyer on retainer or being friends with a lawyer. Because I made the friendship with lawyers and I can be able to put them on retainer, but I get the friendship to pick their brain and leverage their services, their expertise, understand any type of legal procedures, because I'm not a legal attorney. People should always be focused on building up their business, building up their brand, trademarking, branding, labeling, all that stuff needs to be knocked out when it comes to your strategy on the origin of your business. So mid-level marketing, you're building up other people's businesses, man. You're not getting a chance at profit sharing. You're not getting the aspect of sitting in with the table with the CEO to be able to become the second in line or to become a joint venture partner where he is the big kahuna in his business, but you can leverage the fact that you have something that he doesn't know. That's why sales and marketing sales and marketing in general, the PDFs needed. People look at Jordan Belfort. He's a better salesperson than Grant Cardone by comparison. Just on spot, just looking at him on spot, way better. Way better. He can give you the aspect of what a funnel is. He can give you the situation of the follow-up method, the tough sale, the people that's going to pretty much try to break you when it comes to not being cooperative, and the ability of the value add. Presenting a value-added situation where it can benefit the customer. You got to make the customers worthwhile. You got to be more of a person that looks forward to providing value to that customer, following up if they don't go into it, but targeting leads where you can get a warmer client where you don't have to hound people. Like cold calling is where you're pretty much hounding. Warm targeting and leads, the only thing you need to do is just set up shop and be ready and just have everything on a segment of you understanding your process, you creating either teams around you, because if you're not a person that don't understand what a standard operating procedure is, that's pretty much a day-to-day standard of how your business should be operating. No matter if you was sick, no matter if you was on vacation, that is the standard operating procedure that you utilize to be able to make sure that everything is on the up and up, everything is generating, everything is flowing. That's the day-to-day operations type scenario. So your standard operating procedure is something where you can automate your services and be able to have the ability to hire somebody to give them the script and quarterback them and coach them on step-by-step on how it should be operated in a specific manner, tear it up to a specific criteria, and just move forward when it comes to that. So everything that's involving a business ties with the stocks, ties with everything on of you looking at a company's fundamentals, profits, balance sheets, who they're connected with, any type of mergers, partnerships. So the virtual broker is a Swiss cryptocurrency exchange that Net Savings Link has acquired. Net Savings Link is leveraging them, monkey branching off of them, pretty much tying and affiliating themselves with them. Mergers and acquisitions can literally turn a company with 0 employees with 1,500 employees inside that company. So NSAV is something that the Wall Street Journal is still preaching about. I got like news alerts on Net Savings Link. So I got a Google alert on Net Savings Link. And I want people that either have the watch list or they want to be able to dig deep and do their own due diligence beyond me. Cool. Google Alerts. Google Alerts, Net Savings Link Inc., NSAV ticker. You can screen the whole entire internet and look for that as well. So Google Alerts, you screen and scan the entire market. Net Savings Link, Cyberlux Corp, that's CYBL, EVIO, that's the breathalyzer test that got approved from 14 police departments in multiple states. So that is something where people should look at very strongly when it comes to Google Alerts, to do your own due diligence, study around them, take the information, process it, and to be able to move on with your own business. So everything is pretty much fundamentals. So for the people that's coming in, it's an open panel. Please like the video. Please share. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please unsubscribe and subscribe again and click on the bell as well. So unsubscribe and click on the bell. Click on the bell because I notice a lot of people aren't getting my notifications at a timely manner. So please feel free to come up on the panel, ask me questions. You can directly ask the questions up here and be able to screen the questions with using benzinga.com, using fintel.io, using hedgefollow.com, and also using tradingview.com to look at the RSI, look at the price action, candlestick charting. So literally all those can be able to help you when it comes to properly understanding the information. Even people that are newbies, they are making money off of the aspect of them understanding what is the importance of a merger. Merger and acquisitions is a must for people to understand. Hashtag it. Definitely study on it. Google Alerts on all the OTC stocks that are going pink current. Google Alerts all the stocks that are going to have a merger upcoming. Google Alerts Net Savings Link, and also Google Alerts to oil and gas stocks as well. As I keep mentioning to everybody, invest in what you know, invest in what you're trying to know, invest in a lot of stuff that you're willing to research on. Because there are certain plays that has been on the list since February that has literally blew up here recently off of the pink current merger news. Angel K, hello. Hello to you, Angel K. For all the people that wants to come up, Angel K, if you want to come up on the panel, feel free to come up. The link is in the chat. Link is in the chat if anybody have any direct questions, or if anybody that's new to me, that's starting to hear what I sound like for the very first time, that want to get informed, ask certain questions, please ask the questions. I'm here to ask and answer your questions. So ask away. Please feel free to subscribe and share, like, and if anybody needs my email, creditbuilder475@gmail.com, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. But for the people that's still listening in and tuning in with me, it's an open panel. It's an open panel. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. I want people to be able to understand, or to be able to tell me on a lot of information that's coming on when it comes to their real estate market, when it comes to the real estate aspect, because people that are not interested in stocks but are interested in the real estate aspect, what is their real estate market? Who, what, and where is the construction coming from? Where is the development reaching at? People need to understand those things just off of the strength of being informed, being well-disciplined, well-mannered in their trades, to be able to figure out what is needed in their portfolio. So people that already have the funds, people should focus more or less on the ETF side. And these are regular ETFs. Understand what the market goes, how the market goes, get a feel of the market. Then you can be able to invest in certain other plays that I do mention. I tell people all the time, just be motivated when it comes to what is your skill set. I look at everything as a metric of understanding economics, the economic charts, the treasury bonds, what is the treasury doing, research what Jerome Powell, the Treasury Secretary, is talking about, and always keep a strong mindset when it comes to everything. So everybody that's thinking that it's going to be a extreme bull market, I tell people all the time, hedge your bets. I don't bet on one side. I don't have a lopsided trading. I don't have a lopsided trading method for people. I just say that everything that you do, just have to research using TradingView. You have to research using TradingView. You have to research using HedgeFollow. You may look at Squawk Box and Fox Business to be able to see what's the general underlying message, but really people should study what junk bonds are doing. Because you got Crocs selling $350 million in junk bonds to pay for a stock buyback. Stock buybacks make stock goes up. Share reduction makes the stock goes up. People should just understand those metrics when it comes to that. So stock buybacks, you do a Google alerts on all the stocks, all the penny stocks, all the NASDAQ stocks, and just stocks in general that's doing that transaction of a share buyback. So share buybacks should be something that you're Google searching, researching up and down for. That's good news. It's really good news. So for the people that's still tuning in, come up on the panel. Come up on the panel. Come up on the panel. Let's be able to discuss. I want to talk about real estate, but I'm probably gonna have to leave that for another topic or another video. Make it easy for the people that is replaying the video. So let's see something. Let's see something real quick. Okay. Okay. Respect to the people that did donate. Shout out to everybody that did donate. Definitely respect that. That's definitely not required. But definitely appreciate everybody that did donate. I respect everybody that comes on the channel just to listen. So the people that donate, I definitely have special perks for you guys as well. But for the people that's tuning in, I'm your host, Real Deal Financial. Pretty much respect everybody's time. I appreciate everybody that tuned in with me, people that support me, people that hate me, people that like me, people that's indifferent about me. No, I don't. Adam, email me, Adam. You're supposed to email me so you can get the free stock list, man. Adam, you're supposed to get the free stock list. You're supposed to get the secret credit lenders list. You're supposed to get plugged in when it came to that off of the free list. That's the free information that you can get plugged in. For the people that is coming in, this is the last call. If you want to come in, call in. Click on the link. You could be able to call in right now. But like I said, Mr. Williams, you could have got the list 2-3 weeks ago. Because you're a relatively new subscriber, Adam. So a lot of the plays that I did mention everybody from February, March, April, May, June, they pretty much got those lists. And there's still room, there's still money to be made. There's still lots of money to be made because this infrastructure bill about to make people rich. They're about to make people that invested in the stocks rich. In any of the infrastructure crypto plays, they're going to make them very profitable money. Very profitable money because this tides globally. So this infrastructure bill is going to fund and finance several industries and revive a lot of dead companies. Companies that rely on government contracts gets the benefit off of this infrastructure bill, which is a gigantic plan. Don't get me wrong. It's a gigantic plan. Even the $1-2 trillion situations, it can still be able to provide people breathing room. And breathing room is a scenario of a stock that was literally $40 that had a big run up that was $9 to $40 because of green energy being prioritized. It took a dip from 40 to 15. That's where people have a bear put, shorting a stock, betting against a stock. That's where you made money off of it going from 40 to 15, then buying the dips of it while still having bear puts just in case if it's not done going down, and pretty much stacking up shares. So when that infrastructure bill passes fully, where funds get deployed, allocation of funds, then deployment of the funds that are being allocated, then everybody's in the win. Everybody's in the green. People will be in the money. And people can be able to at least have some breathing room when it comes to their trade options. So respect to everybody. Respect to everybody. I'm Real Deal Financial. I got to be able to take these phone calls. I got to be able to hit up these clients. And I also got to be able to do a Zoom call with a couple other people, clients, people that need to get their credit repaired, situations like that. So got to prioritize them. I prioritize you guys for 3 hours on the dot. So 3 hours on the dot. So this is my cue to leave. Credit Builder 475@gmail.com. And for the people that unsubscribed and resubscribed again, please make sure that you click on the bell to be able to make sure that you get my notifications as soon as I am live, because you cannot miss on these plays, man. You can't have it where people tune in at the 1 hour mark and missed out on the previous hour and didn't realize that most of the plays that you thought that the title was saying was already mentioned. But Credit Builder 475@gmail.com for consultations, a free stock list, and a free credit lenders list. Credit Builder 475 for people that want to get their credit repaired. Get in contact with my team, me, Brian, and Mark B. Anderson at Capital Cash. And you need to tune in to Capital Cash as well, because he's showing proof of people getting into real estate properties with him help negotiating as well. I'm partnering with him. I respect that everybody that is tuned in with me. I respect everybody that has emailed me, the new people that emailed me just right now. I'm getting to your emails. I'll read your emails, and I'll get to your emails before the end of the day. Before the end of the day, I'll get to everybody's emails. I will give them the stock list. I'll give them some tips and pointers when it comes to their hedging, and also markets for them to study for 2022. Because this year is halfway over, and it seemed like there is potentially not going to be no more stimulus until 2022. So people should just focus on this infrastructure bill to be able to make their monies and create their own stimulus checks. But I'm Real Deal Financial. I'm your host. Respect to you, Mr. Williams. Respect to you, Mr. Hall. Respect everybody that came in. I appreciate everybody. I respect everybody. I'm glad to be able to provide you guys value. I want to provide you the value first. I want you to be able to research and look at the previous videos. I want you to be able to scan and screen using Benzinga. Use fintel.io. Use hedgefollow.com. Use TradingView when it comes to the charts. Study the charts, master it. Let the charts become one of you. Always focus on what's going on next when it comes to the economy. Look at Janet Yellen. Look at Jerome Powell. And look at the executive orders as well when it comes to rare earth materials. So rare earth materials executive orders, the healthcare bull 3X, that's CURE. Research it, study it, look at leverage, look at call options, look at bear puts, look at credit spreads, debit spreads. Look at all of this. This is literally a full orchestrated strategy for you guys to plan out more better and be ahead of the curve. A lot of people do this herd investing. I told you guys about Robinhood. Hood told you guys that it wasn't going to be it's not going to be less than $50 for too long. Now it's pretty much hitting that $70 mark. It took a dip. It can go back to 70 and higher. So Robinhood is something that you can be able to trade, buy into it, put more stocks into it before it hits that $250, $300 mark, because it can go higher than Coinbase, because there's more people in Robinhood than Coinbase. Off of the users, the volumes, the transaction fees that they capture, they make money on it. But I'm Real Deal Financial, and I'm out. Peace.